3, 2, 1.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another LCTV broadcast of Littleton High School Soccer. My name is Ben Storman, and I'm here along with a great friend of mine, Lincoln Palmer, and we're here at Alumni Field in Littleton, Massachusetts, to give you your Littleton Tigers versus the visiting Southwick Regional Rams. Lincoln, should be a dogfight on our hands here, you know. I know, these Littleton Lady Tigers, I mean, they're some fierce competitors, and the Rams, well, they're nothing to shake a stick at either.
Absolutely, Ben. I absolutely couldn't have said it better myself. So we're going to get into a little introduction of the players as they run out into this But real quick, before we do that,
Absolutely.
let's take a look at the MIAA Division IV Girls Soccer Tournament of 2024. These are the top 12 teams on your screen. As you can see, Littleton, the number 5 seed, going against the 12 seed, Southwick Regional at 13-4-1. One thing worth noting, the winner of this will move on to the Elite 8, Ben, and they're going to take on the winner of the Tingsboro-Lunenburg game. I believe the game already happened. I'm not sure who won, but
Yeah.
so that's
Absolutely.
both opponents Littleton beat in the regular season. So if Littleton can find their way to get through the Southwick Regional here, they have pretty good chances to make it into that Final Four, which they've done 2 years running now. Look to make it a little three-peat.
Yeah, Link, absolutely, we're surely used to doing the football nowadays, but this is a nice little mix-up doing the soccer here at Lincoln, and, I'm not going to lie to you folks, I could be a little bit more brushed up on my soccer terms and whatnot, but what I will say, Lincoln, here tonight is I want to see these Lady Tigers firing shots at the net because, really, this kind of bodes well in any sport. Good things are going to happen when you shoot the ball, man.
Absolutely, Ben. Absolutely. All right, now they're going to bring on the Littleton Tigers. Starting in goal, Vivian.
Number 1, Kingsley Gustafson.
Also starting on defense, number 1, Kingsley Gustafson.
Number 2, Rachel Lennon.
Number 2, Rachel Lennon, midfield, class of 2027.
Not to be confused with John Lennon, the Beatle.
Also, Alex Corey, the midfielder. Sam told us to keep an eye on her.
Okay. That's a star to watch, Lincoln.
Another one, Annabelle Cowett, number 8, the forward, young girl, but she's a competitor.
Has a lot of promise.
Elizabeth Maurice, number 9 on defense.
Sophia Myers.
Another dog, number 14, Sophia Myers, the midfielder. She can trap just about any ball, Ben.
Okay. Good to know.
Bailey Kerrigan, number 15, the midfielder.
Number 16, Aaron Regan.
Number 16, Aaron Regan, the defenseman. She'll take that ball away from anybody.
Doyle.
Now another one, Ben. We called her name a lot last year for the playoffs. Number 17, Audrey Doyle, the forward.
Okay, I remember that name. Absolutely.
And another one, number 20, Amelia Taylor, kind of the lockdown defenseman. That safety position, if you will.
Amelia.
And head coach, Jen Goff. Me and you know her as the 8th grade math teacher. Assistant coaches, David Cowett, Sam Palmer. And join us for the national anthem. Ben, there's not much better than playoffs, baby. The only way this could get better than playoff soccer is if it was playoff football. But you know what? We got a good one on tap tonight, and we're looking forward to it, folks.
Absolutely, Lincoln. And I just need to make a quick mention of tonight's game sponsor, DiNapoli Pizza. Over there, just over on the Westford side of things, down over on Great Road, just on the border there. Guys, scan that QR code, get yourself a pie. There's still time. You'll order it now. It could be here before halftime. Get yourself a snack for this game. Scan that code, do it up. They're awesome, Link. I got me and you. We're munching on a couple of slices before this one. I'm still finishing one up right now as we speak. And I'll tell you what, Link, this sauce, it's sweet, Lincoln.
It's sweet, buddy.
But it ain't too sweet.
It ain't too sweet. Couldn't have said it better myself, Benny. It's some good pie over there, guys. Order it up, get it over there. It's good stuff. I just put down one, and I'm definitely gonna have a halftime slice for sure.
Yeah, Link. I mean, listen, it's good room temperature. It's good hot. It's good cold. Very solid.
So let's take a quick look on how we got here, folks. Southwick High Community had the bye and took on Southwick Regional. Also had the bye. Littleton took on Mashpee, Greater Lawrence Tech winner. And then Littleton beat Mashpee 5-0. Southwick Regional beat South High Community 5-1. These are some high caliber offense, man. They're putting up about 5 goals a game. Quick, rough numbers.
Yeah, absolutely, Lincoln.
But that's not gonna be tonight's game, Ben. I'll tell you that right now. And if you think you're gonna come in here and score 5 goals on the Lady Southwick Regional Rams, you're out of your mind.
No, they're gonna be ramming, and that's for sure.
And we're off. And we're underway, as Mr. Hurdle likes to say.
Yeah. Lincoln, this is about the point in the game where you tell me, the Tigers really need to run the ball. And play some hard-nosed defense.
Lady Tigers doing a nice job controlling this ball.
Just testing out the waters,
yeah,
right?
It's not nothing. Myself, my play style, I'm more of a tone setter. If I was one of these ladies, I would just run somebody over the first 30 seconds of the game.
Yeah, a little
just
yellow card to start.
Just say, hey, I'm here to play,
Statement maker.
Thank you guys who are watching for bearing with us. Me and Ben have watched about 180 minutes of soccer in our lives, and that was last season when we called the games.
Yeah.
We mix it up back in the day, a little league action here and there, but
Yeah, I played when I was younger. It's a great sport to start off with. Absolutely. Nice and safe for the most part. Good younger kid sport. Well, Link, I'm starting to see the speed that you were talking about with these Lady Tigers. I mean, they seem to be swarming the ball very well to start.
Yeah, these ladies are fast and physical, Ben.
Yeah.
Something the football team could learn a thing or two about.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe they should do a joint practice, split the field one way.
Nice little boot there by the mat.
Yeah, it gets
by
it
the
right in
Rams.
zone.
Quick shot on goal, but swallowed up by Littleton.
Good little boot to get it back to midfield. Oh, takes a nice little Littleton bounce all the way to the 30.
Vivian Lee, she's been nails in net. She was a big part of their Final Four run last year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stepped up when there was an injury, and she's held that goal ever since then. Hasn't come out, and I wouldn't plan on seeing her come out. That's the thing about soccer, Ben. You just kind of test the waters. Okay, let's see. Okay, is this girl good? Yeah. Okay, this girl's pretty good. Let's try it maybe the other way. All right, let's go back there for a little bit.
You
All
want to
right.
get a look. You want to see what they're playing.
Yeah, you know,
want
it's
to
a
see
little-
what the play style's like.
It's a little bit more like chess almost, if you
Yeah,
will.
yeah, Lincoln. Then when you find a moment, you can get them right off the forecheck. You know.
Yeah, the forecheck, just like that.
Well, Link, you know, one thing's for sure, kid. It's a beautiful night here out on the pitch.
Absolutely, Ben. Nice little shot on goal, booted a little high.
I got 56 degrees, Lincoln, but it really does feel a little warmer. There's not too much wind. It's really a beautiful day. I mean, for November 8th, you're not getting much better than this. You're really not.
Yeah, Ben, it doesn't get much better than on the pitch than this.
And, you know, Link, I know...
Oh, nice little cross crease cheese! Littleton might have another shot at it, but booted out. Beautiful job by the Rams.
Lincoln, speaking of this weather, I know you talked to JV coach Sam Palmer about it. You asked him if the weather was going to play a factor. So I just want to get a little report on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Sam Palmer did say the weather will help them with their play style.
Good, good.
They like to play fast.
Yeah.
And it's not one of those cold, wet nights. You know, the helium in the ball makes it roll a little faster, everything like that, you know. So
Yeah.
so this definitely plays into Littleton's play style. Nice job by the Rams to swallow him up and kick him to the side.
You know, Link, when I saw this game was at 5 p.m., I thought to myself, it's a little early. You know, I mean, these guys, they didn't get out of school too long ago, so, I mean, you have to think, you know, are they ramped up and ready to go for this one? You know, it's a playoff game.
Absolutely. But it is a Friday night, so that adds some, you know,
Yeah.
that adds some hype to it. You're going into the weekend. Hopefully they can get a little bit of a crowd here, get a little theme going. But, I mean, Ben, like I said, the soccer team has made it to the Final Four the last 2 years. They're looking to do it again this year. All of a sudden, you know, you start to do this a few years in a row, it's a program. This isn't a one-and-done type situation.
Absolutely.
And I think this is something you're starting to see with girls soccer come on is you know, Littleton football is kind of a thing of the past. And all of a sudden it's ladies soccer is what Littleton's all about, that and lacrosse.
Yeah, Link, I would agree with you there. I can remember us a year ago saying, wow, I mean, you know, I know they got a bunch of good seniors on this team, but there's a bunch of good young players coming up. And here we are a year later. Yeah, those young players have come up, and there's still more young players yet to come up as well. So, yeah, the future, to your point, definitely looks bright for this program. And, you know, like you said, you know, it's really turning into a dynasty.
Absolutely.
It really is, you know. You got Miss Goff. I mean, you mentioned the 8th grade math teacher. She certainly knows the formulas that it takes to succeed.
Yeah, great point, man. Talking with David Cowett and Sam Palmer, who were only part of the coaching staff that were brought back after last year, where the girls varsity coach Joe Rock was went separate ways, and they brought Jen in. They kept David and Sam, and they made it clear they're missing two very big pieces from that senior crew last year, and that is Norco Bali and Lily Doucette. A couple of big pieces missing, but
Yeah.
the girls have stepped up, and they don't control the middle of the field as much as they'd like to, as they did in years back. But the Lady Tigers are stepping up nonetheless, and they're in the playoffs here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think those two names you mentioned, I believe, collegiate athletes as well. So, yeah, big losses, but nothing that these Tigers can't overcome.
Kingsley Gustafson is up with the almost on.
A little bit of right in the face action. So it looks like these Lady Tigers are going to huddle up, maybe come out in 21 personnel and just get right under center.
Yeah, Link, you know, I'm really curious to see what they draw up here.
To be honest
Defensively.
with you guys, I have absolutely no idea what is going on right now. I'm being told it is an injury timeout.
she did get off the field on her own power, which is
That's
great
good. What
to
you
see.
like to see. You know, Ben, you never hope for a concussion, but when it's the playoffs, at least that you can play through, you know?
Yeah, you know, kind of like Drake May, you know, just set out a couple of days. But,
Great
you know,
job
you're
by the
back
ball
go
boy
for
to
the
get
next
this
one.
right to the Rams, and they're going to just push the pressure. So, Ben, as far as I'm concerned, from what I see in this game now, it's a race to 2 goals. If you score 2 goals, you're going to win this game.
Yeah, I mean, both these teams seem very sound defensively, so yeah, Link, I think you're right. I think 2 goals will win it.
Talking with the Southwick Regional Rams, Ben, I had a moment to catch up with head coach Chris Wally,
Nice.
and he said, listen, Littleton's nothing. We run a club-style program here.
Wow.
We don't care who we're up against. We're going to bring our best.
Wow.
So they're ready to play. They don't think nothing of Littleton. They don't care who their opponent is. They're here to win games. And let's not forget, Ben, this program has been in the dumpster. And Coach Wiley has brought it back. He's nursed it to life. And now, I mean, they're in the elite Sweet 16.
Little push here by Neon Cleats. Very hard to read numbers, ladies and gents. So
I
bear
believe
with us.
that's Doyle. Wasn't she Neon Cleats last year?
You know, it wouldn't surprise me if she was Lincoln.
All right, Pink Cleats is Alex Corey. That's one of our players to watch.
Number 7, right?
Correct. Now, Green Cleats, I'm thinking that's Doyle. Great
Little
job
push here
by
made by
ladies'
Brunswick,
defense. I
but-
mean, if you remember last year, Ben, I mean, this defense and goalkeeping crew for the Tigers, I mean, it's just unbelievable. It
Yeah.
really is.
I know Angsley was a part of that defensive group. She did exactly what you were saying, is go up there and stick it, you know, get in front of yourself, get yourself in between the ball and the net.
Absolutely,
And do
Ben.
whatever you can. She was really good at that. Great hustle player. And the goaltender, the goal minder, that was solid. Solid, Vivian.
So right at the middle of the field, Ben, is Myers, another player to watch, number 14. She's had a pretty good year on her. And that was taken away easily by Elizabeth Maurice, offspring of the legendary
Mrs. Maurice.
I was going Mr. Maurice, the arguably one of the best soccer coaches of all time.
I was thinking of the legendary first grade teacher, my own first grade teacher,
Actually, I didn't have her, you know.
Mrs. Maurice.
I was more of a Bullock kid,
Okay, yeah.
you know, so.
Yeah, that was your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
And, you know, while we're here talking about the Maurices, might as well bring up Brian Maurice, played football with him, you know,
Yeah.
great kid.
The shot heard around the world. Brian
Oh,
Maurice.
yeah. Oh, I can't believe I forgot about that. Yeah, against Lunenburg in the COVID championship. Maurice, the hero.
Pass from Will Allen.
You know, Lincoln, I'll tell you what, that was a really good job by that defender to come out, get the ball, swallow it immediately, take up that angle off before the Tiger player can get there. And that's what you want to do as a goalie. You need to take off those angles.
Yeah, it's all about the angles, Ben. Taylor with a little bit of a turnover, but we won't count it. Oh, that's soft. I mean, give me a
missed.
break.
I missed it, Link. What happened there? What's soft?
I believe it was Sophia Myers come across the middle and put her foot right to the ball, and
Wow.
just because she's got stronger legs than the girl kicking
You know,
it.
that's ticky-tack, Lincoln.
You know, this is the playoffs, Ben. This is the playoffs. We can't be having calls like that when girls are getting tripped up. I mean, you know.
No, I mean, that's the stuff. You know, if you're the ref, you got to keep the flag in the pocket in this situation.
Absolutely. Keep your whistle in your mouth.
It's the playoffs. You know, you don't need to be the star of the game. You let the players outshine you. Come on.
All right, here we go. A little run here by the Rams. Quick
shot
boot,
in.
but pushed wide.
Yeah.
Vivian Lee was shaking in her boots for a minute, but
Yeah, I believe Angsley was up there to force that shot very quickly. And it forces it to go wide. As Lincoln dives right into another DiNapoli slice of pizza. Can't thank them enough for sponsoring this.
guys,
game.
it's good stuff. Call while you still can. You get it for the second half.
In the middle here, Brunswick with a little bit of an oppie. Trying to sneak it through. Nothing going though. Thought maybe Brunswick just kind of took that away from Littleton, but the ball's out of bounds. Results in a goalie kick, I believe is what they call that. Oh, nope, it's not the goalie kick. It's going to be, is that Angsley Lincoln or is that number 7 maybe?
Beautiful trap there, Ben.
No, there's number 7. Pink cleats, good hustle there. Take that away from Brunswick. We're coming up on 27 minutes to go.
That's good. Good physical play. Both girls are back up fighting.
Yeah.
Keep it rolling.
Yeah, you know, happen on both sides. Don't need to call it.
You know, Ben, they're definitely targeting this right side of the field.
Yeah, I think they want to get Lincoln. I think you're right. I think they want to get it into that right corner and then boot it across the middle. I think that's
Get that cross crease cheese.
yeah. If you can just get somebody like Myers to get a boot on it.
Here we go. Nice little touch pass there. A little something brewing here for the Lady Tigers.
Wow, pass it back
Middle
in.
bit.
Shot. Quite wide to the left.
Almost cornering wide.
I believe she hit that with her left foot, and she is a righty. So I mean, you know, trying to make something work there. You know, Link, if I tried to kick with my left foot, it would not go well either. So that's all right.
Absolutely.
And never mind. Oh, a little push here by Brunswick. Racing down the side. Wow, that girl has speed, trying to get the edge over there. And ends up in the field hockey net. It's the wrong net, Brunswick. Wrong net.
This is not field hockey. Unfortunately for you, because the Littleton field hockey program was in the dumpster this year.
Well, you know, Link, I was really getting ready to cheer about something there. And it's going to be no goal. It's going to be no goal. Wrong goal. Lots of back and forth here, Lincoln. I guess that is the name of the game with soccer, ain't it? You know, it's who's, you know, when you're dogging it out in the summer and you're running suicides up and down this field. Can you use that term anymore? It might be derogatory these days. When you're running sprints up and down the field, Lincoln, who's been working harder, you know? Who's working harder up to this point?
Who was sitting on the couch?
Yeah, who's eating
Who was sitting by the pool?
Yeah, who's eating the chips? Who was drinking the soda?
Who was eating the chicken tenders?
Yeah. And then at that same time, who was out on that field getting extra reps, extra 10 push-ups, extra 10 balls, shots? If you're the goalie, extra 10 balls shot right at you. You know, I'll tell you what, I think Brunswick way of offense is just kicking the ball as far as they can towards the Littleton side and having them chase it. Southwick, excuse me. You know, like, this is not really this Southwick Regional Rams, Lincoln. To be honest, I haven't heard of this school. This is not a school that we ever played in any sport. But when you get to these playoffs, you start to see some teams that you haven't seen in the middle of the year. So, okay, Lincoln, I'm hearing they're out of Westford, Mass. They play teams like Amherst, which is good to know, good information. Nice little scoop up there by Vivian.
One thing worth noting, Ben, just a quick map search. These cats are about 2 hours from home.
Oh,
That's nothing to shake a stick
they
at.
might have had to get out of school early for this one.
Yeah, I mean, you would think.
Yeah, I mean, Littleton, they're the higher seed, they get the home advantage, but it's extra home advantage when you got to drive 2 hours to get there, Lincoln.
Another thing noting, Ben, they were here when I was getting here.
Wow.
2 hours before this game.
Wow, Lincoln.
You know?
So they definitely got out of school early.
Yeah.
You know, and what are they thinking about? And in that last period, I think about, wow, I missed that worksheet.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to email my teacher about that worksheet I didn't get.
Yeah.
You know, that type of stuff can mess with you during the game.
Yeah, you were thinking about that. I was thinking about, oh! Top corner cheese. Vivian Lee swallows it up. That's Sam Palmer's protege or protege.
Yeah, Southwick tries to go top shelf, but she just sticks her arms up and says, no, no, no.
She's had a couple of big-time saves this season and has won a couple games for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, Link, she's got good coverage of that net. You know, the vet knows her net, and she's been playing that position for a long time.
You know, Ben, like I always say, the vet, she knows that net, and she's been playing that for a long time.
Yes, sir.
Where did you Here we go, little run action. Quick little 1-2. Oh, the one-timer Pasternak and cleared out.
I was just about to say Lincoln missed the one-timer slap shot.
Here we go.
Oh, it's right in the bread box.
Now we're starting to get some foosball action.
Yeah, I've been waiting to see them shoot this thing, Lincoln. This is what I wanted at the beginning. Give me some shots, baby.
You know, Ben, we talked about this, just kind of testing the waters thing, and now all of a sudden, Southwick, the Rams, they blow a punch at Livian, top right corner, and
Here
the
we go
Lady
again.
Tigers come back with a counter punch. Audrey Doyle here.
Working inside.
Excuse me, hold this. Excuse me, hold
Just
this.
a little too cute. You gotta rip it. You gotta rip that one.
Yeah,
gotta
kind
rip
of
it a
a
little
freshman
sooner.
level move for the senior captain and Doyle. That cat can play soccer, Ben.
Yeah.
Just got a little too cute with
little
it there.
too cute there, Link. You just gotta rip it, kid. You gotta, when you have that little open, you just gotta rip it. I know that from playing Rocket League, Lincoln. You get that shot. You better
Oh,
take
here
it.
we go. Some Cross Creek cheese, but kicked out wide. I will be right back, folks. I have to run up to my cameraman who almost missed the goal.
And slap him on the back of the neck.
Yeah, sure.
And now he's blaming the tripod, folks. This is unbelievable. Uh-oh, Ben.
Southwick.
Buckle
Southwick,
up.
Lincoln. Look at this.
Put your
Trying
seatbelt
to go
on.
coast to coast. Fizzles, but it's taken back.
Get it out of there.
This is a game of runs right now, Ben. And the Lady Tigers need to ask themselves how they're going to handle this.
Yeah, Link, you said it. These Tigers are trying to test out the waters, and we're going to find out who's been in the kiddie pool and who's going to the deep end, baby.
I'll tell you what, Ben, we got some big fish here.
Yes, there's always a bigger fish, Lincoln.
Oh.
Lincoln, one thing I want to mention is you got there's some ambiance, but there's some wind howling left to right off 495, Link.
Yep.
And I was just sitting in the traffic over there. I'll tell you what, Link, it might play a factor in this one. Maybe a little extra curve on the ball or something of that nature.
Yeah, maybe some add some downforce to it, maybe.
Maybe some beeping on the highway, gets in the goalie's head a little bit.
A little bend it, like Beckham. Took the words out of my mouth, Ben.
For some reason, we have a knack of doing that to each other, Link.
Absolutely. So, just 18 minutes left to go in this half. Just 18.
Little work inside here from Southwick, and
and just drilled. Doyle's got one-on-one. Takes it in the gut, but too hot to handle. She looked like a shortstop over there.
Hey, just knock it down, throw over to first.
Absolutely.
As long as you got a slow runner,
As long as Mark ain't over at first.
Uh-oh.
Nice. Vivian Lee comes up and swallows it.
And that's when the vet knows what they're doing. You got to come out, take care of it before it gets dicey.
Absolutely. It's a veteran move.
Got to settle this ball right now. Got to settle it. Great job there. And just a little too far out in front.
Vivian Lee, just a junior, Ben, so she's got another year running the ropes here.
Lincoln, not to be confused with the Vivian Lee that starred in Psycho, because I know me and you, we both know that reference.
Absolutely. Psycho, man.
What a great movie.
You mean the TV show? Was that Alfred Hitchcock?
Oh.
Okay.
A little Rear Window.
Yeah. I still have absolutely no idea.
I mean, Rear Window's just a classic thriller, Lincoln, little mystery.
All right, Ben, we're approaching our 16:29. You know what that means. The 16:29. Ben, what'd you have for lunch?
Well, Lincoln, I'm so glad you brought this up, because I just want to make a nice shout out right now to my mom, because this morning she made me a nice Italian sandwich today that I brought into work.
Wow.
And I'm really so grateful, Lincoln. It had pickles, it had tomato, and then all your ham, your salami, your pepperoni, all the goods on there. So I really do appreciate that. And, Mom, keep making me sandwiches, because that's, less time I got to wake up in the morning.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
That goes without saying. My mom hit me with breakfast.
Nice.
She gave me a couple fried off the rip.
A couple what?
A couple fried eggs.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
So that was pretty good to start the day off. And then me and my old man, we met up to tag team some onion rings for lunch. So I had a pretty good day of grubbing.
Where'd you get those onion rings?
Johnson's Dairy Bar.
Really?
Not affiliated with LCTV yet.
All right, so we won't go into too much detail.
Oh! Vivian Lee swallows it up, Ben. She's going psycho. This cat can ball, and the Tigers got a little push of their own, but a careless turnover. And just like that,
it fizzles. It fizzles like the football team's hopes of making the playoffs.
All right, Ben, here we go. The Ford final 15 minutes of the half.
Uh-oh. Got a push here. And
they're gonna
goalie
come
already
up.
out there. Comes out to take care of it. Good play on that goalie.
Yeah, she just comes up and just absolutely swallows it.
Grabs onto it. Makes sure no one can get to it. I mean, that's what you want to do as a goaltender. That's really what you want to do. Ladies and gents, I apologize. Our cameraman thinks he's funny.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Lincoln and I, we've been trying to let the game breathe a little bit, but Lincoln, with this timeout, there's no time to breathe here, kid. And
Absolutely.
With 14 minutes and 16 seconds, this is going to bring us to this next juncture in the game.
And that would be, Ben, tonight's game sponsor, DiNapoli Pizzeria. Brick Oven Pizza. We deliver. Give them a call. It's great pie. Plain and simple.
Scan that code.
Scan that QR code, guys, right now. Real quick, right now. Order it up. It'll be there approximately after halftime. The pie, it's good stuff, Ben.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm going to say, Ben? The sauce, if you like sweet sauce, guys, the sauce is sweet. But you know what? If you don't like sweet sauce, still order it up because
That's also all right.
It's not too sweet.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, absolutely. Lincoln.
And if you like a lot of cheese, you're going to love it.
But if you don't.
If you're the type of guy, I don't really like a lot of cheese,
You're also going to love it.
you're going to love it as well. You know? So it's really just one of those pies that's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
So Littleton came in. I know it says 12-3-2, but realistically they had another win in the playoffs, so they're 13-3-2.
Yes, that's a good point, Lincoln.
Southwick as well is 14-4-1.
Yeah.
Now I know you're saying, "Oh my God, they have more wins. Well, why are they higher in the bracket?" Because they take into consideration who your opponents were,
Yes.
and how much you beat them by, and this and that.
Right. Like there's a point system, like you said, depending on your opponent and all that good stuff.
And those just joining us, this is how the Lady Tigers have got here. All right, they beat Mashpee 5-0, and as you can see, Southwick Regional beat South High Community, which is God knows where, 5-1, and now we've got ourselves a shootout.
Yeah, Lincoln.
0-0, heading into what is equivalent to the second quarter.
This Greater Lawrence Tech, I'm actually familiar with the school. I drive by it every day
Really?
on to work, and it doesn't look like they play much soccer over there. The field is a little dry, if I must say. But
Quick run, boot down the line. Pops it up. Lady Tigers, I believe that's Macy Bass who just gave that boot around. Someone we're familiar with, Ben. We've spent a fair amount of time over in the Greenhouse pool, and they're good buddies over there.
oh,
Bass
really?
and
Didn't know
Greenhouse.
that? Yeah. Over there at what part of town is that? Lincoln?
It's
Across the train tracks there.
Yeah, it's the train track neck of the woods. Somewhere over in that neck of the woods.
Yeah, I mean, that's a nice neighborhood, is all I know, Lincoln.
Yeah, it's a nice area.
Nice little cul-de-sac.
Yeah, you've done a lot of laps around that.
Yeah, especially looking for a particular somebody who turned out to be in the backyard, just in the wooden
driveway.
area.
You know, it was one of those situations. You knew he didn't wander that far, but what if?
But what if?
You know,
You needed that peace of mind.
what if he made it to the main road? You know?
Yeah. Or even worse, the train tracks, Lincoln, because you know that train ain't stopping.
I think they made a movie about that once. Lady Tiger's getting a little push in, but ultimately kicked to the side. Nice pressure, but just a worm burner.
Lincoln, one thing I'm noticing about the Southwick logo is that's just the Rams logo from a few years back.
I didn't even know.
With just yellow and green instead, and I saw that logo. It looked a little familiar to me, and now I'm just figuring it out.
Oh my God. Ugh. That's unbelievable. You know, Ben, I didn't even need to get into it.
Yeah.
All right, so the Lady Tigers here, they're getting a little push going. They're starting to, this is the slow, methodical drive, and they're getting ready. They're wearing down these Rams. One thing I'll say, Sam said Littleton is a hot team. They come out quick, they come out firing. He said, and I quote, "If we don't score in the first 20 minutes, we're in trouble." Okay, Ben? Do you know how
Really?
long it's been?
It's been 30 minutes roughly.
I couldn't tell you. I have no idea how many times and a half. 40 minutes, I believe, though. So, we're narrowing in on 30 minutes as me and Ben take a seat. The knees are barking. I feel like I'm a like offensive coordinator right now.
Little popper, little infield fly. Batter is gonna be out.
Nice little run. Oh, and a beautiful diving
Trips
save.
over the ball, it looked like, but she, corrals it nonetheless. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, Lincoln.
Absolutely, Sometimes it's not the prettiest, but you just have to hit the deck and get the job done.
Right. It's not about being pretty. It's about making the play. It's really all that matters. So, Lincoln, I just want to say, you got such a nice dapper outfit on. You really dressed the part, kid. You look sharp. You really do. It's a nice little, it's a nice suit jacket you got on and a nice little press shirt.
I just got back from Men's Warehouse, went with the blazer. The short money, it was about $100. It's a sponsorship I've talked to them about. They're not extremely receptive yet. But it's something they're still considering.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to.
Oh, come on!
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Yeah, there's just no playoff. There's just no spot for that in playoff soccer, Ben.
No.
These officials, they need to be calling everything. They can't let anything slide just because it's the playoffs.
Right. And now, but when it's on the Littleton side of things, maybe just a little leeway.
Let the girls play.
Just let them play.
All right, here comes a big boot.
Oh, that's a good one.
Chop shot.
Oh! She just dogged it. It was right at her.
And who was it, Ben?
It was the goalie. And when I find her on this sheet, I believe, Lincoln, that was going to be Alyssa Hannafin. In net there. It just bounces right off her hands. Looked like she had it tracked all the way and just misplayed it.
And I don't know. I want to say it was 14. Ben, I want to say it was 14
that
for,
was a
for the Lady Tigers.
That was a boot and a half, Lincoln, whoever it was.
Sophia Myers. Who said it? Sam said it. He said, keep an eye on her. And Sophia Myers from the 40-yard line goes top shelf and off the wickets.
Link, I'll tell you, kid.
What are you going to tell me?
That ball was coming in at Mach 9, and you know what? that goaltender put her hands up, and that just bent her wrist back and just got right by her. The sheer speed of it.
Now, Ben, if you're the Lady Tigers defense, you just can't give up a cheap one now because you kind of did just get a cheap one. You took it from the 40-yard line, went top shelf. You got a break. That ball should have been saved. In the playoffs, if you're in the round of 16, that ball needs to be saved.
Agree.
It didn't happen, so the Tigers got one. Now they need to capitalize and just keep it on, man. Keep the pressure on.
And you know what, Lincoln? Listen, if you're the goaltender for Southwick, okay, you gotta forget about it. Simple as that. But it's very hard to forget about that. And if you're Littleton, you got to get some more shots on her right now while she's still a little frazzled by that.
Yeah, if I was the Rams goaltender, I'd probably be kind of playing up a little bit of an injury as if that was kind of the reason it happened myself. But that being said, she's got to have a short memory because I'll tell you what, arguably the reason these Rams aren't here is because of that young lady.
Absolutely.
She's been nails all season in that net.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got to have her back. Now you got to have her back and step up.
Lincoln, if Vivian is the Swayman, then the goalie in Brunswick is going to be the Allmark.
Here we go. Little run action. Deep for the white Rams. And taken away. But tipped! Just kidding. It's dead.
Yeah, there was a little extracurricular there. I did see that.
Yeah, a little chippiness from the Rams, which you like to see in the playoffs. All right, here comes a big boot. Here we go. Gone. Ball's gone.
Yeah, Link, it's got to be 1, 2, 3, and that ball's out.
Right, absolutely.
You got to take your 3-step drop and just fire it.
And that was number 17 of the Lady Rams that just got shellacked. But she's up and running again. You know, I will never understand who designs the jerseys in soccer, Ben. I just can't. I can't seem to comprehend it.
Someone who likes mysteries, Lincoln.
Because except for Mike Lund, who's done a fabulous job with all of Littleton's jerseys.
Absolutely.
These soccer jerseys, and we had the same problem last year. The numbers are like the same color as the shirt. So unless you're right up on the girl, you have no idea what number she is.
I mean, like, what genius put bright yellow letters on a white shirt, Lincoln? It wasn't a businessman, I'll tell you that much.
No. Oh.
Just some ditzing around here for the Rams.
Yeah, just gotta test the waters, see how it's going, see how warm it is.
Check out the shallow area, dip a toe in. Yeah, Link, we're coming up on 5 minutes to go here in the first half.
If you're just joining us, we've got a good one. So
1-0. Tigers, your Littleton Lady Tigers.
Sophia Myers with the goal. 40 yards, top crease cheese. Splash. You remember that YouTuber?
Yeah, Chris Smooth.
Yeah, Chris Smooth.
Shot. Come on.
Cheese. Splash.
And Link, that was more of a bomb, wasn't it? From about the 40-yard line. That was a great shot.
Clap, cheese. Splash. It was so musical the way he had that auto-tune, too. I'm going to have to look that up later.
It was nice to see Dr. Branco earlier today.
Yeah,
Link, he
good
stepped
to see
in the
him,
booth. I could tell he recognized he didn't remember my name, Lincoln, but he recognized my face.
Absolutely.
Could tell.
For those of you at home who have never seen Ben before, he just has one of those smiles you'd never forget, And Dr. Branco didn't.
Yeah, I think it is Branco.
Harrington.
No, is it?
It's Dr. Harrington. Who the heck's Branco?
I think the guy before.
Was it the middle school guy?
Before?
Yeah, Branco. Yeah.
The old principal.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know his name either, so it's all right.
So it's all cool. I knew it didn't sound right. I was like, what's not right about this?
Yeah, I'm a generation off.
Yeah.
My bad. All I know is Camo.
At least you didn't call him Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
And the Lady Tigers send that to the parking lot in a souvenir. Off the car.
Let's hope someone has insurance.
1, 2. Takes me back down in Pep.
Hey, where are you?
Popper. Not Ben.
Well, Link, I'll tell you what, this is a real raucous environment here in Littleton, Mass, under the lights. It's really good to be in this ambiance.
Absolutely. It's getting a little rowdy here in the crowd now. I've already seen a couple fans escorted out of here.
It is, Lincoln. I'm looking at this crowd. No one is sitting down, Lincoln. Everyone's just on their feet and ready to rumble.
This place is rocking. And at some point that can start to become a factor.
Absolutely. You got it in the home field advantage, Lincoln. We're just waiting for it. We're waiting for it to play a factor here.
Coming up on the 2-minute warning. They do not stop in this sport. Little touch and go.
Yeah, I liked it. Like that
here
play
we go.
right there.
Keep pushing. Keep running. Oh, nice run. Nice ball
Gotta
here.
make a shot here at the very least.
All right, cut it back. Quick touch, but not the turnover. We didn't want that. Here we go. Get it across. Oh, touch and go.
Shoot it.
Big left footer. And they're going to clear it.
They clear it.
Comes back up. Little hopscotch.
No whistle.
They're going to let him play. This is the playoffs, folks.
Oh! No whistle again. I like it. Oh, here we go, Lincoln.
Oh!
Oh! Just high. Lincoln. Oh.
I believe that was Cowett. It started by Sophia Myers. Sophia Myers just laid out her opponent and just set the tone, Ben. That's what you love to see out of that young lady. And then she dissed it up to Annabelle Cowett, who tried to go top shelf.
There was an opportunity there.
Underdecky.
There was an opportunity there. That net was open, Lincoln, and she just hit it just over, just curled around the crossbar.
And I'll tell you what, Ben. If these Lady Tigers find themselves in a position late in this game, down 2-1, maybe tied up 1-1, that right there is where they're going to look back and say, that's where we could have got away with this game, you know?
Right. Is that going to be the play where that's the play you're thinking about as you try to fall asleep tonight?
As you know, once it hits 2 minutes,
the time is on the field, and it's completely up to the refs and what they have on their clocks.
It becomes a judgment call. And the good news is I don't imagine any of these refs are from the Southwick area.
Yeah, let's hope, they're a little bit more mid-east, per se. And that's just going to do it here, Lincoln, for the first half. A good little first half for the Tigers here. They got on the board with a goal they probably shouldn't have gotten. And if you're the Rams, you just have to forget about it. You have to mentally prepare yourself for the second half, because that is where you're going to make your money. That is where we're going to see, Lincoln. We're going to see who's been working harder this offseason.
So we're going to take 10 minutes.
We're going to take 10 minutes. Lincoln, you got it. Come on.
We're going to take 10 minutes. You guys order up some pie, take a quick break, get some snack, get some drink, and we'll be back with you guys to call this second half. Guys, we got a burner cooking up, so cue in and come up for the second half.
Absolutely. Welcome back into Alumni Field for this matchup. Again, ladies and gents, if you're just joining us, it's going to be your Littleton Tigers versus the visiting Southwick Regional Rams. Lincoln, the SRR is what I know it as. Lincoln, this has been a dogfight on our hands, kid. This has been a really good game, man. 1-0. Game's going to be going here in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. You guys know how to count. Lincoln, kid, what were your thoughts on that first half?
You know, Ben, as far as I'm concerned, these girls are playing 0-0 right now, you know? This has been a dogfight. It's going to continue to be a dogfight. And these Lady Tigers are going to have to buckle up. And they're going to have to go out and win this game. They can't sit back. 1-0's not good enough. They got to put the pedal to the metal.
Absolutely. They got
to play for 80 minutes.
They got to finish it. It's not how you start, Lincoln. It's how you finish, kid.
I need 40 minutes out of these girls. I need 40 hard minutes.
And they got to be fierce.
Fast and physical. All right, so hopefully they got amped up as we did for the second half. Littleton starts off with it, which is not nearly as an advantage as you would think.
Well, Lincoln, I'll tell you what, nothing gets you more amped up than 2 slices of the Napoli pizza.
Yeah.
Little wedger there, just kind of bounced right in front of the goalie.
Yeah, a little 65-degree wedge action, just flop shot up and over. And
yeah, you know, and Hannafin just takes care of it.
Nice little time during the half. Got to catch up with some fans, sign some autographs.
Kiss some babies.
Kiss some babies. Let the game breathe a little, you know? They're kind of just going in this little test out mode again as Vivian comes up and lays a stick.
A little boot here by Vivian. It's a friendly Tiger bounce. Thinking the ball really bounces off this turf, you know, this artificial surface. You know, us OGs on this on the grass field, the ball didn't bounce like this. I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely, Ben. It just plays a little different role, you know, quite literally.
It does.
Just kind of testing the waters here.
Yeah, you know, just testing the waters.
A little bit to the right, a little bit to the left, a little bit back to the middle.
It's like the do-si-do, you know?
Yeah, but it's very similar to what we do, you know, a lot. You know, sometimes you test a group out over here. Sometimes you test a group out over here. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you go hang out on the bird cage for a little bit.
Yeah. Sometimes you hang out with the cats.
Yeah, you know, so we've had a lot of luck in the cages, you know. So you just gotta play around a little and see what works. Oh, diving save almost gets cleated to the nose.
Yeah, good job there by the SR goalkeeper to keep that one from getting a little mixy.
Yeah, I believe that's Alyssa Hannafin in the net. Oh, comes up with another one.
Ladies and gents, you know, just want to remind you, if the Tigers do go on to finish this one out, they're going to be playing the winner of Cohasset at Rockland. And, you know, Link, those are 2 great teams. I do believe Cohasset was the one who spoiled the Tigers' season last year. And they are the 4 seed. So, they're 1 seed better than Littleton. So, yeah, and then Rockland's 13, Lincoln, so that's 1 worse than Southwick Regional. So, Lincoln, these are going to be some good matchups, and whoever wins that Cohasset game, man, That's sure going to be quite the opponent for the Tigers so they can finish this one off.
It looks like that was Olivia Gagne, who might have maybe taken a ball off the beak there. So she's going to recuperate before they get back into it.
Good little move by Fluorescent Cleats.
Yeah, that's a name we're used to calling from last year. Uh-oh, there's some speed up the sideline, but notched out of bounds.
Speedy, but not speedy enough. With coming up on 36 to go, this game's going by quickly.
Vivian covers it up nicely.
Yeah, that ball was bouncing around a little bit, almost hit off the own defender there and ended up in the back of the net. Good job by the goalie to corral it.
Yeah, Ben, anytime that ball gets a little loose from the goalie, it feels like time goes by in just milliseconds.
Right.
I'm not sure if that going by in milliseconds would be faster or slower, but
we get it. I know what you're saying.
It feels like you just can't move. Your body can't move to get that ball. But Vivian Lee does a nice job of not being a spectator and going out and getting it. Well, Ben, that'll bring us to about 35 minutes to go. So that's going to bring us to our new segment. WWBD. What would Ben do?
Lincoln, I'll tell you what I'll do. It's just this is a simple formula for success. You know, talked about Miss Goff and all of her formulas, y equals mx plus b and such.
Slope, intercept, all that good stuff.
Right, and yeah, the coefficient, whatever, cosine, whatever you want to say. Lincoln, I think the formula here is to just keep shooting this ball at the net. You know, they took that one hard shot, Lincoln. They took one good shot at the net, and it went in. One good shot is all it took. They got to keep booting it in, and it was from the 40-yard line, 35, 40-yard line. We just got to get more balls on the net. That's really what this is going to come down to. You got to test this goalie. You got to know what she's made out of, because the one time you tested her before, well, Miss Goff gave her a C-.
You know, Ben, as great as that insight is, that's not what this segment's about. I'm supposed to ask a question, and you answer the question. But like I said, that's great insight, so thank you for that.
It's like a fortune cookie, Lincoln. You know, it just tells you what you want to hear, kid.
So Ben, hold on. We'll ask you that question in 1 minute because we have a.
Oh! Wow! What a shot there! What a shot there, Lincoln. I think we all missed it.
Even Vivian.
Yes, you know, South Brunswick, they were over there on the far side, Southwick.
We're falling apart, guys. Just like the Lady Tigers. This is gut check time. This is time to dig in. All right? We got sloppy. They capitalized. Let's figure it out. All right? Let's go. Come on, Lady Tigers.
I must say, that was a heck of a shot, Lincoln. There's barely an angle over there, and she just bent it right like Beckham right in the corner there.
Too soon.
Too soon. Might be one and done here, Lincoln, for the Tigers, so I don't know if it's too soon. You got to rip it.
Well, Ben,
before you know the season's over.
You know, a handsome and smart man once said, it's going to be a game to 2 goals.
Yeah.
And it's 1-1. Maybe that club, you know, club soccer is what it's all about. You know, maybe he's right. Maybe this is a legit program.
Yeah, I mean, judging by the way he was speaking to you, Link, I think he had his team pretty fired up, so I think we'd be pretty stupid to see, you know, them give up 1 goal and then just kind of lay down. That is not the case. They come back firing right off to start the second half. little
We'll get a little substitute action.
little over the head pass here, Lincoln. You know, and if I remember from my playing days, once you release, you cannot move your feet or something like that.
Yeah, I think both feet have to stay planted until the ball's gone.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
And then there were those tryhards who would do the flip. You remember that?
Yeah.
Link? They do the flip
Like
and
it's like a
hurl
little
it.
handstand.
Yeah. Like, all right.
You know, Ben, this game would be pretty interesting if it went into overtime.
Yeah, but you know, that's 32 minutes away, so I don't know why you'd bring it up at this juncture.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking. Sometimes I just say things without thinking about it, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes the cameraman speaks for you.
You know, Ben, I'd be remiss if I didn't give a big shout out. The biggest of shout outs to Mark Corey, head of LCTV, doing all the nitties and gritties, hanging out with us here tonight.
Absolutely.
Doing all the technical work behind the scenes, setting up, getting us on there so all you guys can enjoy it from home. As well as Damon Abetz up top with the camera. He's telling us it's really cold. I'm not sure if he's just kind of overplaying that or what. But he's up there, storming the elements, in the wind. We've got him tied down up there because of the wind. I mean, don't tell OSHA, none of that stuff, but it's pretty scary up there. And
Yeah, Link. You know, these guys at LCTV, they do a fantastic job. And, you know, Damon was saying the tripod's maybe just a little sticky. Me and you went up there on our own, by our lonesome, got some WD-40 right on the pivot point, and so it should be running nice and smooth.
now it's spinning like a top.
Yep. Or a dreidel.
Dreidel, yep. Dreidel made out of clay.
For those who celebrate.
We're coming up on that neck of the woods, Ben. Harmonica season,
Yeah, Link, it's a good time to break out the harmonica, play some Johnny Cash tunes, you know?
Christmas season. What's the word I'm looking for?
Hanukkah, Lincoln.
Hanukkah. Yes, we're coming up into that neck of the woods. All the holiday seasons, such a good time, such a fun time, you know.
Yeah, Lincoln, I think you've said enough.
Oh, I am a Thanksgiving guy, you know. Thanksgiving, something about it, you know.
Yeah.
Throwing the football around the backyard. That's my Hanukkah.
You know, Link, I'm so glad for you. You got some, cousins to play catch with. Kid, I might just bring the tennis ball out to the garage.
Get a little wall ball action. Oh yeah, no. Fortunately, I got a cackle of cousins. We get a pretty good game going. You know, we get
Nice, dude.
we get 4-on-4,
Nice, man.
and it's always a fun time. And one of our star players is Jillian Palmer, who's on this roster, and she's a sophomore, not playing maybe as much as she'd like. But when you have a defense like this, and like these Littleton Tigers, and you're trying to scratch for minutes, it's not easy to do because, I mean, this defense is the strength of this team, no doubt.
Yeah, Link. It really does start. It all starts in the backyard, Lincoln.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, she'd be remiss if she didn't, think I was a big part of the reason she's successful.
Right. You got to give credit where credit is due.
Oh, nice job. Kick the little back of the ankle and get out clean. So, I mean, Southwick is pushing the pressure, Ben.
They are, Lincoln. They've really, Littleton kind of owned that first half, but this second half, it's been all Southwick regional. It really has been.
Ben, I'd like to give a shout out to my mom who's watching at home, who just texted me, Dumb and Dumber. So whatever she means by that, I'm not sure.
It's a good movie, Lincoln. I'm not sure what it has to do with the game.
I don't really see the correlation myself, but...
Yeah, Link, one thing about your mom is she does not skimp on Halloween, man. She's always giving out handfuls of candy,
Oh, nice little pushback. It's getting physical now. Oh, back to the deck they go. I mean, come on, ref. Put your whistle in your pocket, dude. You're ruining the game. Nobody here is happy with that call on either side.
No, no one came here to watch the yellow shirts, all right? They came here to watch the white and the blue.
Right. Even though Littleton shirts are white and blue, but yeah.
Yeah. Just, all-encompassing, Lincoln. Come on.
As we narrow down just under 27 little minutes to go, Ben. Like I always say, for these seniors, 27 minutes for the rest of your lives. Because this is their last shot, man.
It really is, Lincoln. It really is.
Ben, this is your last chance. If you don't make the most of it, you're just going to be another one of those people in the crowd spectating, looking in, So you got to make the most of your moment.
Yeah, Link.
There's very few that become successful with LCTV, like you and myself. And this is not the type of gig you give up.
No, Lincoln.
It is getting physical here, Ben. This is where you like to see the playoff soccer. Before it's kind of nice, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. And now it's like, I meant to, and I'm going to put my cleat in your mouth next time.
Good little move there inside.
And bam, ran over again.
Yeah,
That's
like
what you
the
like to
Billy-
see. Here we go, little run-on action. Touch and go, touch and go.
Bang a shot here.
Whoa!
Oh,
I thought it was
almost
in.
a teardrop there, Lincoln. That just
Holy
kind of dropped
smokes.
right in there.
Beautiful. Looks like they went to the change-up little sinker action,
Yeah,
0-2. And just a great pitch to Burn.
I like that shot, man. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. I don't know what that's from.
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh. I like it a lot. I've never seen it, but I've heard it's good.
Really?
No. More of a documentary type of guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh!
Big gulps, huh, guys?
Big gulps. Okay, I've seen that. I've seen that part of the clip. I've seen that on TikTok. Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. All right, Doyle. What do you got, kid? Gut check time. 360 panorama.
Uh-oh.
Doyle.
Here we go.
Left footer.
Oh! A slider left to right. Goes bottom shelf, and it's no match for the Southwick goalie.
And this place is going nuts, Ben. This place is going crazy over this. What a beautiful shot. Doyle, she just collects herself. She's calm with it. She gets it to her left foot, puts a nice little curve on it, left to right, and it just bites down right into the right side of the net. Just a beautiful kick and goal.
And you know what, Lincoln? I'll tell you what. Nobody in this place is sitting down. They're all on their feet.
This place is going nuts. And now, time for Southwick Regional School. It's time for gut check time.
Can they answer the bell? Or do they just waddle right back into their cave and get ready for hibernation this winter?
And he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. And he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. It's high school soccer versus club soccer.
Yeah, Lincoln, I'll tell you what. These Rams right now, they're looking like a bunch of sheep.
Yeah. And you know what Littleton's doing? They're counting sheep.
Yeah.
But just as I say this, Southwick,
development.
cross crease
Oh!
no good. Ben, this is a dogfight. It's punch, counter punch. And right now, it's a whole lot. As I find her number. It's a whole lot of Audrey Doyle doing a bunch of punching. But let's not forget, Sophia Meyer's 40-yard boom fest. As the Tigers prepare for another little run. Keep it wide. A lot of arm bar action.
Lincoln, I haven't seen this much punching since Jake Paul took on Tyson.
Absolutely, Ben. Here we go. And I mean, this is just physical soccer at
This
its
is a
finest.
dog
This
fight.
is what you love about the sport, Ben. You love to see people just running at each other, knocking them over.
This is the Rams versus the Tigers. And who's going to end up on top of Tiger Mountain?
Oh, nice job there by Cowett, but booted away by the Rams. "22 minutes and 8 seconds, Ben, for the rest of your life. 6:15 and timeout by I don't know who. And we're going to take it to for tonight's game sponsor. Ben, who is it? What do they do? I don't even remember.
Lincoln, D. Napoli Brick Oven Pizza. Give them a call or scan that QR code, 978-486-8050. They do deliver, ladies and gentlemen, so you don't even need to get up off your seat just to answer the doorbell when it's at your doorstep.
Just answer the doorbell, tip the guy a few bucks, and next thing you know, you got a piece of
Yeah,
pie.
and tell him Ben and Lincoln from LCTV sent you.
Yeah, and they'll be like, who the heck are these Ben and Lincoln guys? Ben, Monday is Veterans Day. You know what that means.
Yeah.
At 11:11, there will be a ceremony in Littleton Common. Right up in Littleton Common. At 11:11, they're holding a ceremony. So come on down, have out. It'll be a good time. Everybody, LCTV will be there, and honor all those who served for us and fought for this country,
Absolutely, Lincoln.
and give us the the rights to be here.
Right. Can't thank those people enough for their courage and sacrifices to this wonderful country that we live in. But back to the game now, ladies and gentlemen. The Tigers, they fire back. You saw Southwick, they started this half, tying this one up. You thought, wow, momentum, Lincoln. It's not one of those things you can see, Lincoln, but you sure can feel it.
This place is a concert, Ben. This place is going nuts.
And it seemed like Southwick had all the momentum, but Littleton comes back and fires away to take the lead.
Ben, momentum's a funny thing.
Why is that, Lincoln?
Because, Ben, you can't see it.
No, you can't. Can't hear it.
You can't hear it. You can't touch it. But, man,
Man, and man, oh man,
can you feel it?
you can feel it.
And let me tell you right now, I mean, this place, for those of you at home, I mean, this place is rocking. It's a concert out here. They got music going. I'm pretty sure they got grills fired up in the parking lot. I'm seeing a bunch of smoke going on. I mean, and they're tailgating. I mean, this is a good time. This is what playoff soccer is all about.
Absolutely, Lincoln. Just a good vibe over here.
Here we go. Doyle, turn around, spin shot, panorama.
And it's
Kicked
fizzled.
wide. Ben, as fun as football is, it's always fun to switch it up a little, Get into and it's always fun in the playoffs. That adds the intensity. That makes it exciting. Here we go. Here's some action going. Oh, and that was headed for the barn door. Way wide. Keep the pressure on. Keep it in this side. And that was Bailey Kerrigan, midfielder, class of 2026, which I believe makes her a junior.
Littleton playing very solid defense.
Yeah, Ben, best defense is offense. And Doyle, I mean, she is a beast. She controls this field right now for both teams. If you picked one player from both teams who is running this game, Doyle, she is setting the tone.
Yes, she is setting the tone in those green cleats.
1-7, green cleats, Know the name now, folks. Hometown kid. And just as we call her name, she's going to go
And ditz around with it.
and just dance around and get a turnover. But she's
Fires
been
it right
good
on
all
back.
night.
Got it.
Back to Kerrigan.
They're definitely a pass first rather than shoot, Lincoln.
Yep, Aaron Reagan kicks it wide. Chopper, no good.
Closer to the field hockey net than the soccer net.
As we hit 19 minutes, folks, we're getting down to the nitties and the gritties. Ben, what are you, like a cereal guy? What's your kind of go-to breakfast if you need something good in the morning?
Eggs.
Yeah, you gotta go eggs. Right?
If I don't have time, Lincoln, I love the Quaker oatmeal squares. They can sit in the milk for 10 plus minutes and they still won't be soggy. They will still have that crunch to them.
Ben, I don't mind soggy cereal. Oh, cinnamon toast.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is great. Lucky Charms is amazing. Reese's
What about
Puffs.
you up top, Dane? What's your go-to breakfast? He's a
Okay.
Fruit Looper. Yeah, it's the same with Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
Captain Crunch, you're going to pay the price all afternoon, but man, it's heaven on the lips.
Yeah.
It's heaven on the lips, buddy. But
Lincoln, what's your go-to, brother?
I'm an egg guy.
Yeah.
I just, if it's
Like a
eggs,
piece of
it's for
toast.
me.
It don't get much better.
Yeah, like a pancake now and again
Yeah.
type of deal, but as long as it doesn't have chocolate chips in it.
Yeah, you really can't go wrong with eggs. You know, they eat them, they kind of sit in your stomach a little bit. They keep
Yeah.
you full for a little while. You have a piece of toast with a little butter on it. Great flavor. Simple.
Here we
simple
go.
Things in life.
But kicked wide.
Yeah, a little bouncer over there, the shortstop. Just picks it up, throws it on over to first for the out.
Yeah. So, Ben, who would you say your best shortstop is you played with last year in softball? If you had to pick somebody who played a lot of innings, you know?
Well, Lincoln, I mean, considering you've left me with 0 options here. I'm going to have to go with Mark.
Oh. That's so bad. All right, here we go. Top corner. Oh, it looks good. Kicked wide. Oh, it's loose. Oh, no.
Did they just
Ref.
blow it dead, Lincoln?
This is, you know what? This is what this is. The official is predetermined when he's going to blow his whistle, and he doesn't trust his eyes.
It's fixed.
The ball was loose, and he blew the whistle, called it dead anyways. It's just poor officiating. You hate to see at this level. Oh, and jumped. Just as we say it, in with momentum.
banger.
Top. Oh! Ben, pack your bags. We're going to Cohasset. These Lady Tigers are jumping out to a 3-1 lead with 16:37 to go.
What an all-around play there, Lincoln. I'm not sure.
Lee Gustafson with the goal.
Gustafson with the goal. She steals it, and then she drops one back of the net like nobody's business. And Lincoln, you said it. If you're Southwick, start warming those buses because it's time to go on and leave alumni.
That was Carrington Gustafson, the freshman, who comes in with a head of steam and puts it top corner, top shelf. And that's just a beautiful job right there. But Ben,
Gotta keep the pressure on, Lincoln.
you have to. Only 2 scores. 16 minutes to go.
You just can't do anything stupid here. You gotta just run the ball, run the clock out.
Ben, these club teams have been here before.
They played a lot of soccer. They play it year round.
Nice little turn and burn.
Here we
He's got
go.
ahead of speed. It's our buddy Doyle. That cat can play soccer, I'll tell you that much.
I'll put
Cross
it in.
crease cheese!
And off the side of the cage, Lincoln.
Thought it might have snuck in, Benzo.
I haven't seen a number 17 play this well since Nate Evaldi in the 2018 World Series for the Red Sox.
Absolutely, Ben. Evaldi.
That's a name you forgot about, huh?
I was always a big fan of Nathan Evaldi. I liked
Nasty Nate.
I liked Buckholes, Clay Buckholes,
You're going back a decade now.
and Joe Kelly. Those were my guys.
Yep. Joe Kelly was a part of that 2018 World Series team.
Yeah, he was good. He was. I didn't like Craig.
Craig who?
Yeah,
Oh, Craig Kimbrell.
Yeah, ever hear of him?
Yeah, the wingspanner, if you will.
But just as we say this, the Rams get nullified.
Lincoln, I thought you were talking about the Red Sox GM, Craig Breslow.
Cowett to throw it in. But then hands it off to Aaron Reagan.
I expect a nice little over-the-head pass here. And that's exactly what we get.
And welcome back to the Ford Final 15 as the Littleton Tigers prepare to nullify.
Ball taken away at the paw. Booted into
We
the
got a
zone.
runner. Might have been too much juice. She has a shot.
Stops it. Keeps it
But
alive.
just passed.
Just barely goes past that
Just
yellow
didn't
line.
put quite enough down on it.
Three to 1 Lincoln, and this clock continues to tick away. 13 and a half minutes to go here in the game. There might be some extra time at the end, though, due to penalties. That it will be completely up to the refs and what they decide.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
It's based on penalties?
Yeah, like how much time is elapsed.
Oh, okay. Ben, Southwick is not a team that's lost a lot. I mean, they only had 4 losses on the season, and
They're definitely not used to a lot of adversity, Lincoln, which I feel that was what you were alluding to.
yeah, they're used to winning and winning by a lot.
So, and they find themselves in a 2-goal deficit, and that surely is a mountain to climb here as the time falls right off the clock. 17's got it, pushing it up, trying to make something work.
Oh, and Cowett with the takeaway.
Just keep burning time. Just keep doing this stuff. Great job.
Here we go. Let it rip, kid.
To
Here we go,
Curler,
Tater
Lincoln.
Chip.
Curler.
Top shelf.
Oh! And actually a great save there by the Southwick goalie.
Absolutely, Ben.
Hannafin there. It tracks that little curler. A couple moments ago, we saw one of those get in. Kind of sticks up her right paw and just knocks it away. It's actually a really good save there. Keeps this game somewhat in the balance for them.
Yeah, it's definitely within reach.
Unlikely, but within reach, Lincoln.
And they're going to play ball. Ben, correct me if I'm wrong, but these Tigers are doing a great job tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, Lincoln. They're doing what I call MAGA. Make a goal anytime.
Absolutely, Ben. Early and often. Early and often.
Little boot here by the goaltender.
They're going to look to turn the page from Southwick here and continue on and up.
Doyle pops it right up into the secondary. Trying to push this one.
Here we
past
go,
the
kid.
neutral
Here we
zone.
go. There's the big leg.
And it's tracked there. Little fly ball, little line drive into center field. Judge didn't make the play, but the Southwick goalie, Hannafin, does.
I'll tell you one thing, Ben. Alex Corey And Doyle, they got some legs on them. They can boot that thing from about 30 yard out with accuracy, and it comes in hot.
Uh-oh, here we go, Lincoln. Little push here by the Southwick. Zuko!
Bang!
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This game just got a lot closer, ladies and gentlemen.
Ben, I believe it was you who told them to start the bus. You might want to go tell them to shut it off. This might be a minute yet.
Yeah, save a little gas. Start saving a little gas, because we got 10 minutes to play.
And now, all of a sudden, Ben, 10 minutes starts to feel like an eternity.
Yeah, Lincoln. You know, if my memory's correct, you were saying something about packing some bags.
I didn't say that. I don't think that was me.
So maybe you start taking the socks out. Maybe the t-shirts. Just a little stuff so far.
Maybe this will kickstart the Tigers' offense.
Put a little pep in their step. Spark a little fire here. Or does it make them press a little harder, Lincoln? We're going to have to find out, and ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to stick around to find out.
This is Alex Corey up the sideline, up to Doyle, and kicked wide out of bounds.
Yeah, Doyle looking for something sweet on the left far side there. Just kind of gets soured out of bounds.
As we crack 10 minutes in the second half here, we've got a good one on tap. Your Littleton Tigers up 3-2. And chopped out of bounds.
Good little boot. Just trying to keep this ball on the right side of the 50.
The Tigers are not playing with a sense of urgency here, and this could be a problem.
No,
They have to
not.
push. They're sitting back and just kind of waiting for things to play out.
And Lincoln, this is when having a Ted Lasso figure such as Sam Palmer on your side, on your bench, is really going to play a factor here. You know, he's going to get these players fired up. He's going to give them a nice pep talk. He's going to, you know, hit their soul with his words.
Yeah, I mean, and let's not forget what Sam Palmer did with this JV team, Ben. Undefeated season for the first time in Littleton girls soccer history in 2024.
From zero to hero.
And he has just crafted this program, and what it's done is it's translated up to the varsity level.
Absolutely. You know, those younger players, they really brew up those older players, you know, because when you got a good JV squad to give the varsity squad some high-quality reps, it really does make all the difference.
Yes, 1,000%, Ben. And as I say this,
Southwick put a little push. But
as I say this, I'd be remiss if I didn't say my cousin Jillian Palmer is in as one of the back defensemen. And let me tell you, that cat can play some soccer.
Absolutely. You were telling us it starts in the backyard. It's deep-rooted to the backyard Thanksgiving football games. This is when that competitiveness will really make a difference. There we go. Beautiful play there. If I could see the number, I'd shout it out. Lincoln, we talked about this before. Southwick, they got a 2-hour ride home. They do not want to take that 2-hour ride home in silence.
Yeah, hopefully they'll get some Chick-fil-A or something, liven it up a little, because otherwise that's a long ride home.
It's a long ride now. If they somehow come away with a win here, that's a very short ride.
You got a party bus going down Route 2 with a handful of chicken sandwich. That's going to be a good time, Ben.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing. If I was the coach of this team and we didn't win, I can assure you we're not stopping for food.
No way. The only thing they're stopping for is to tell somebody to get out and walk the way home. Yeah, Link. I mean, you're right. They are showing a little bit of a lack of urgency. I'd like to see a little bit more swarming. More swarming to that ball. Cut off those angles. Take out the adjacent, Lincoln. It's something I want to see. You know? Find the threat and neutralize.
Absolutely.
Because all they got to do now, got under 6 minutes to play. You just got to ditz around long enough.
You know, Ben, I think why the Rams have had this success.
That's going to hit that school bus, Lincoln.
Yeah, beautiful job by my cousin there.
Yeah.
You know, we don't really see a player on their team, on the Rams, that we're like, uh-oh, here we go. That is just like, oh my God, we got to swarm her, got to swallow her, can't let her touch the ball, you know?
Yeah.
This team is deep. They have a lot of cats that can play.
Yeah, a lot of solid role players.
And that's what makes it difficult. And Ben, as I say this, the Rams have a corner kick. They're going to do the touch and go method.
Way too cute. Way too cute if you're Southwick. You got to get that shot.
Yeah,
in there.
Ben, you got to go. You got to go.
You got to at least get a shot off.
Cross creek cheese.
Across the creek.
You know what, Ben? I don't need that. There's 5 minutes to go. You got to go. That's too cute. You said it perfect, Ben. You got to go cross crease cheese and see what you can get that goalie to bite on.
Uh-oh. Inside.
As I say this, a little flipper, and Vivian swallows it up.
Good job by her to come out, take initiative, and swarm the ball.
You know, Ben, as the great DePietro once said, if the ball's short, you go to it.
Yeah.
And Vivian's doing just that tonight.
Exactly.
Whoa. Nice little up to Doyle. She's got a runner with her.
See if they can push this past the neutral zone. They do.
Right to the blue line. But swallowed up by the goalie.
Yeah, she comes way out to get that one.
All right, Ben. 3:44 to go in the period. And we got to run up the sideline and kicked out of bounds. I mean, come on. This is getting out of hand, guys. And they're going to call the push. Nice little pop shot.
Good boot to clear it.
Right up to Doyle. Nice touch on her, huh? Look at that. The thing's like glued to her foot.
Yeah.
And she's got a little bit of a run.
Just one.
Just one. To the near side. 2:44 to go, Ben.
This one is winding down.
What
Just
feels like a
winding.
long time. But for some, feels so quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, Ben Storm and Lincoln Palmer on the call.
And we have got ourselves a nail biter here. 3-2 with 2:15 to go.
Nice. Oh. Just got to keep it down there, Lincoln. 2 minutes and the clock's not going to move. This is solely up to the referees at this point, ladies and gentlemen. When we hear those 3 whistles, that's when we know this game is over. So we are past the point of the clock.
Absolutely, Ben. Goal scorers for the Tigers have been Sophia Myers, Audrey Doyle, and Carrington Gustafson. They have the Tigers in a lead 3-2 here. And now you're playing a little bit blind. You don't know what's on the clock. You don't know what the deal is. And just as we
Just
say
clear,
this...
Clear. And that's a great job right there, just to know what to do in that situation. Oh.
Yep, and
Stop
even a little
play.
push. Great job by Jillian Palmer there to clear the ball. A veteran move for a young kid.
And I'll tell you what, these Rams, they just look tired at this point.
Yeah, seeing a lot of hands on hips.
They just look tired.
Little chip shot.
Almost a high sticking call there.
Come on, Lady Tigers, as now the crowd starts to get restless. A bit of a chant going.
Just pinballing here down by the 40-yard line.
Yeah, if I'm just sending this ball deep if I got the ball on my stick.
Taking it all the way to the corner, Lincoln, and that's exactly what you want to do in this situation.
Corner kick coming up, Ben. But this clock has been on 2 minutes for what feels like a while. Official's hand was in his hair briefly. Uh-oh, and now we got a bit of a run here. White's final chance here. They've
Chase
got
it
some
down.
run.
Number 15 of the Rams chasing in hot pursuit.
Wow, nice job.
She's a fast gal. Look at her. Doesn't give up at this point in the game. Got to respect it.
Absolutely. And it looked like this might do it, folks. One last run for the Tigers. And then now it's getting scrappy. A little bit of hair pulling, a little bit of shouldering. Wow. And she just held the ball there for 10, 15 seconds. And it looks like that's going to do it, Ben.
About do it.
The Lady Tigers punch their ticket down to Cohasset
Yeah,
as they
Lincoln.
get a big-time win against Southwick Regional School in the Sweet 16, and they're moving on to the Elite 8.
Yeah, Lincoln, really good game on our hands here. Goals scored all around the board here. We got Myers. We got Audrey Doyle. That's Sophia Myers, by the way. And we got Carrington, Gustafson with the goals for Littleton. And great goaltending work by Vivian as she just notches another win to her belt, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Lincoln, this was a blast calling this game, man. It really was. Nice change of pace. And just another quick shout out. Mark Roy here at LCTV, man in the helm, always does a wonderful job with the audio, video, graphics. And you got Damon at Abetz upstairs, taking care of the camera, keeping the shot steady, ladies and gentlemen. And for Lincoln Palmer, my name is Ben Stormwind. Thank you all for joining us here on LCTV as rainfall starts to come down here in Littleton, Mass. And we'll catch ya in the next one. Goodbye.
Peace.